Top 10 Fastest Cars in the World, Redemption, Part 2. You asked for more fast cars, and here they are. You wanted more speed and power, so today you get 10 more of the fastest cars in 2021. Remember our previous top? That's history. This new list has the fastest production cars available on the market, with real and accurate information about them. So sit back, fasten your seatbelt, and get ready to hit over 300 miles per hour. Do you think you can handle it? Let's find out. The need for speed can never be satiated. Brands are always looking for ways to push their cars to the limit and unleash engineers to bring more powerful engines with speed and safety. In this new top, we've limited ourselves to 3 extra limited versions of cars that can reach 250 miles per hour and 7 production cars designed to go as fast as possible. Oh, and we left out concept cars or one-offs. We only focused on production cars tested by the brand itself or specialized personalities from the motoring world. If you think you know about cars, do you dare to guess which of the 3 extra limited versions of supercars we selected for this top? Leave your answers in the comments, and at the end of the video, we'll check if you're worthy of calling yourself a petrolhead. In the meantime, I invite you to like this video and subscribe. Without further ado, let's start this top full of supercars. 10. Lamborghini Sian FKP 37, 218 miles per hour, or 349 kilometers per hour. We open this top with a special car that's out of the ordinary in terms of Lamborghini's lineage. As this brand's first hybrid, the Lamborghini Sian FKP 37 is also a tribute to the legendary late Ferdinand Karl Piëch, hence the acronym FKP. The number 37 refers to the year of the late engineer's birth, 1937. But why is Ferdinand Piëch so important to Lamborghini? Thanks to him, Lamborghini became part of the Volkswagen Group, which also includes Audi and Bugatti, and models such as the Gallardo and the Murcielago became best sellers in the early 2000s. With the history lesson over, let's review the £2.5 million hybrid from the brand with the bull. It's a mild hybrid with a 34 horsepower electric motor attached to the transmission, which is powered by an innovative supercapacitor technology that is more effective than a traditional lithium-ion battery. This electric motor assists the gearbox in transmitting the full power of the 774 horsepower naturally aspirated V12 engine at 8,500 RPM. The combined output of the 2 engines totals 808 horsepower and delivers a proven top speed of 218 miles per hour. All this power is distributed to all 4 wheels via a 7-speed semi-automatic transmission and an electronically controlled 4-wheel drive system, plus a self-locking differential on the rear axle. 9. Pagani Huayra BC, 230 miles per hour or 370 kilometers per hour. From Italy arrives one of the many versions of the established Pagani Huayra, designed to push the limits on the track with a strict diet of carbon fiber and titanium. Pagani's engineers bring us the Huayra BC. Available in coupe and roadster versions, the Huayra BC is a thoroughbred designed to offer as little air resistance as possible and push the driving capabilities of its 40 lucky owners to the limit. At the rear is a massive twin-turbo V12 engine built by Mercedes-AMG, with 791 horsepower transmitted to the rear wheels via a 7-speed manual gearbox. This version requires specific footwear and the special Pirelli tyres it uses to blur the line between road car tyres and the slicks we see on racing cars. Pagani has been known for not giving much detail about the performance of its cars, leaving it to the specialists to do the testing. Some say the estimated top speed of the Huayra BC is around 220 miles per hour, but a couple of tests done by specialist magazines indicate that it actually has a top speed of 230 miles per hour. This model is essentially the closest thing there is to an Italian racing car adopted for the street. How about convincing one of the owners of a Huayra BC and doing the speed test ourselves? Like the video if you want to put that idea into action. 8. Bugatti Divo, 236 miles per hour or 380 kilometers per hour. Coach building is one of those old-fashioned jobs that gave personality to the cars of the early 20th century. More than 100 years later, this old tradition is undergoing a revival with luxury brands such as Rolls-Royce and Bugatti. The Bugatti Divo is the result of the French brand's coach building project. Basically, they took the chassis and base platform of the Chiron, to which they added a car body, sculpted by the most perfectionist and delicate craftsman. To differentiate it from the Chiron, Bugatti's traditional quad-turbo W16 engine was overboosted and tuned to develop a whopping 1,500 horsepower. That's mind-blowing. Wait, hold on a minute. You're telling me it's essentially a Chiron. What's different? Well, its £5.4 million makes it very different from the Chiron. The only feature they share, though, is the engine. Everything else has been modified to bring a car that is more aesthetically appealing and electronically limited to 236 miles per hour, or 380 kilometers per hour. Unlike the Chiron, the Divo was also designed to hit the track. Its car body was designed to exert 94 kilograms of downforce, and all the air intakes you can see serve to ventilate the heart of the car, vent the brakes, and for aerodynamic reasons. In fact, the name Divo refers to the French driver Albert Divo, who won the famous Targa Fiorio race in 1928 and 1929 in a Bugatti Type 35 racing car. Just marvelous. 7. Koenigsegg Gemera, 249 miles per hour, or 398 kilometers per hour. What if I told you that you can find a 4-seater luxury car as fast as a Bugatti? Well, here's the Koenigsegg Gemera, brought to you from Sweden. As part of Koenigsegg's megacar experience, the Gemera takes the definition of what a hybrid supercar should be to the limit. It is powered by a 1.8-litre twin-turbocharged 600 horsepower 3-cylinder internal combustion engine, ICE, called the Tiny Friendly Giant. But this is no ordinary ICE. To make the TFG as efficient and environmentally friendly as possible, they developed an electronic valve actuation system that doesn't require a traditional camshaft. In addition to this, the free valve system comes with an active VVT, according to the engine speed. Pretty awesome, isn't it? Complementing the TFG, there are 2 electric motors of 500 horsepower per rear wheel, and a third electric motor attached to the crankshaft for an extra 400 horsepower. The combined output of these 3 electric motors, according to Koenigsegg, is 1,100 horsepower. Added to the ICE's 600 horsepower, that's a total of 1,700 horsepower. Hybrid ready to take you from 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds and reach a claimed top speed of 249 miles per hour. But wait, there's more. To avoid gearbox losses, Koenigsegg designed a single-gear, electronically controlled powertrain that delivers all-time torque, all-wheel drive, and all-wheel steering active at all times for a smooth and comfortable ride, even at the highest speeds. 6. Koenigsegg Regera, 250 miles per hour, or 400 kilometers per hour. Moving on, we continue with the Swedish brand to meet the older vehicle in the Koenigsegg's megacar project, the Regera. Unlike the Gemera, it was intended to push the definition of a plug-in hybrid car to a new limit and be the ultimate king in terms of performance and efficiency. Instead of the TFG, we find the Koenigsegg's downsized 5-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine positioned just behind the front passenger seat. Together with the 3 electric motors arranged in the same configuration as the Gemera, they give a combined total output of 1,500 horsepower sent to the rear wheels thanks to the same powertrain as the Gemera, the Koenigsegg Direct Drive, or KDD. The result? An engineering masterpiece that reaches a top speed electronically limited of 250 miles per hour. In addition, Regera's design makes driving more stable as it reaches higher speeds. 2 active spoilers, one at the front and one at the rear, control the downforce needed according to the airflow and speed at which the car is traveling. Koenigsegg spared no expense in incorporating active suspension according to the speed of the car, and even to avoid common road obstacles such as speed humps or the common enemy of the hypercar, road bumps. All in all, this seems to be the ultimate Koenigsegg, the absolute king of all available models, right? Sorry to disappoint you, but there are 5 other cars superior to this one, and we'll get to them in a moment. If you're starting to get blurry-eyed or want to take some time to think about the speeds of the cars we reviewed, let's make a short stop to refuel. To make the most of the time, let's do a simple trivia quiz that I'm sure many of you will get right without having to check Google. Come on, I dare you to respond without Googling the answer. What do you think? Here it goes. In the current year 2021, what is the fastest production car in the world? I can only tell you that the name of the manufacturer is on this top, and it comes from European lands. Sorry American friends, but the SSC Tuatara has yet to be homologated for public roads and properly tested to prove its true top speed. If you have the answer, be sure to keep it in mind until the end of the video, where we will reveal the truth. In the meantime, let's continue our top, and I take this opportunity to remind you to like this video and subscribe to bring you more awesome car reviews and tops. Alright, let's move on to the next car, which is the only EV you'll find on this list. 5. Rimac Nevera. 256 miles per hour, or 410 kilometers per hour. Rimac Automobili is one of those small brands that make little noise, but when they unveil one of their inventions, it blows more than one curious mind. Founded in 2009 and based in Croatia, this brand seeks to combine the best of EVs with the best of hypercars of the present and near future. Its most recent invention embodies this fusion of two worlds in a car that's out of this world. The Rimac Nevera presents itself as the e-hypercar of the moment. It is fitted with a set of 8-shaped lithium manganese nickel batteries with a capacity of 120 kWh. The juice from the batteries is transmitted to the 4 motors at each wheel, delivering a total power output of 1,877 horsepower. To unleash the brutal power requires a subtle ritual of function selection, pressing the brake pedal, then pressing hard on the accelerator, taking a deep breath and releasing the brake. The instant touch gets the Nevera from 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds and 160 miles per hour in the quarter mile. With 100% battery power and plenty of room, the Rimac Nevera can reach 256 miles per hour and drain the batteries in a matter of minutes. The entire car body is made of carbon fiber and has aerodynamic elements for the car's stability at high speeds. But that's not all. The Nevera has a driving assistant that uses artificial intelligence to tell the driver which racing line to take, the exact point to use the brakes, and other aids straight out of a racing simulator. According to the brand, the Nevera can be charged from 20% to 80% battery in 18 minutes with a 350 kilowatt charger. Only 150 of these beasts will be produced, and as of the date of publication of this video, only a few units may be available. Undoubtedly the best EV of 2021, and by far. What do you think? 4. Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, 302 miles per hour, or 483 kilometers per hour. In the top 4, we find the extra limited version of the Bugatti Chiron, the Supersport 300 Plus. This car was built to celebrate the record achieved by the special version prepared for this speed test. The Supersport 300 Plus shares the same car body set up for insane speeds, same seats, same power plant, and even tires. At the rear is Bugatti's traditional quad-turbo W16 engine, boosted to 1,578 horsepower, an extra 100 horsepower compared to the Chiron. Officially, and after rigorous refereed speed test, this car reaches an exact top speed of 302 miles per hour, breaking the 300 miles per hour barrier for a production sports car. However, there are certain details that differentiate this model from the prototype used for the speed test. Bugatti makes it clear on its website that the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus is a tribute to the test car, not a model intended for 300 miles per hour highway cruising. All 30 units have an electronic speed limiter to make the car safer. Although if you're willing to pay extra to add a roll cage and remove the speed limiter, and sign a special cease and desist agreement with Bugatti, you can get your hands on the unique experience of traveling at over 300 miles per hour. Fun fact, the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus is not currently the fastest production car in the world, because the speed record was set with a special prototype. Sorry guys, facts are facts. 3. Hennessey Venom F5, 310 miles per hour, or 496 kilometers per hour. In third place, we have the Hennessey Venom F5. And its more than 1,800 American horsepower is ready to break any record that comes its way. Like any American sports car, behind the driver's seat sits a massive 6.6-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine, custom-built by Hennessey. Dubbed Fury, this concentration of power is capable of producing 1,817 horsepower and transmitting it to the rear wheels via a 7-speed semi-automatic gearbox. The Venom F5 is, by today's standards, a car made for real drivers. Electronic aids? Yeah, right. Active suspension? Are you kidding? Active spoilers? Yes, although it depends on how actively you ride the spoilers. According to company owner John Hennessey, the Venom F5 has the capability to reach 310 miles per hour if tested in F5 mode and on a sufficiently wide and long track. Standard speed tests report that the Venom F5 reaches 300 miles per hour, but thanks to the build quality, power plant and car body designed for these speeds, it can reach 311 miles per hour. One thing that is for sure is that all units produced will be sold by mid-2021. For now, let's hope it proves itself properly and takes its place in the 300 miles per hour plus car Olympus. 2. Bugatti Bolide, 311 miles per hour or 498 kilometers per hour. In second place is the creative exercise that Bugatti's designers carried out and brought to reality under the name of Bolide. Taking inspiration from those prototype racing cars and using the base platform of the Chiron, the Bugatti Bolide became one of the most beautiful cars of this year. Limited to 40 units and destined to be used on racetracks, this magnificent work mounts the same Bugatti quad-turbo W16 engine, capable of producing 1,825 horsepower on 110-octane racing petrol. With a more conventional 98-octane, it can develop around 1,500 horsepower. Almost all of the Chiron's existing limitations were removed to deliver extreme power and lightness to set competitive lap times on the track. Overall, it has a performance similar to that of a Formula 1 car, 0 to 60 in 2.17 seconds, and a top speed of 311 miles per hour according to Bugatti. It can actually reach a higher speed, but you need a special tyre compound and the right conditions to reach warp speed. 1. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut, 330 miles per hour or 528 kilometers per hour. And at the top of our list is the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut, the ultimate hypercar ever created by the Swedish brand. So much so that they promised never again to build a car faster than this model. In contrast to the Jesko, which is more track-orientated and has more downforce elements, the Absolut is a reconstruction of the base model to focus exclusively on top speeds never seen before in a production car. The carbon fiber body was sculpted to offer as little air resistance and turbulence as possible. The front end features a reinforced shock absorber to prevent the car from an aerodynamic lift. The front splitter and large rear wing provide stability at high speeds, offering almost 1,400 kilometers of downforce at top speed. It comes equipped with ceramic brakes, four-wheel steering, and revised suspension. The heart of the beast is a twin-turbocharged V8 engine, which, when fed with E85 fuel, can develop 1,600 horsepower. Power is transmitted to the rear wheels via a 9-speed automatic gearbox. Tests done by Koenigsegg showed that the Absolut has a top speed of 300 miles per hour. However, thanks to the car's body and structure, it can, in theory, reach 330 miles per hour. The reason for only reaching 300 miles per hour was because the test track did not have enough space and conditions to push the car to its limits. If new tests prove that it reaches 330 miles per hour, there is no doubt that the Jesko Absolut is potentially the fastest production car in the world. And this was the top 10 fastest cars in 2021. Before we finish, I want to thank you for watching this video and invite you once again to subscribe to bring you new content related to the world of motorsport for your automotive delight. Alright, time to answer the trivia. But let's go over the question one more time. What is the fastest production car in the world in 2021? If your answer was the Koenigsegg Regera RS, congratulations! The super Swedish supercar remains the world's fastest production car, with its 277 miles per hour or 447 kilometers per hour at the time this video was published. Again, thanks for watching this video and see you in a future episode. Cheers and Merry Christmas!